proceedings have wrapped for the day in the trial of a former Uvalde CISD police officer.
3 Texas Rangers took the stand along with former Uvalde CISD employees. Some of it is difficult to hear. One witness was in charge of the surveillance cameras at Robb Elementary. We've shown you some of this hallway video before, but it was only played for people in the courtroom. We also heard from Arnulfo Reyes, the lone survivor from room 111. He talked about the horrifying moments when the gunman approached him inside the classroom the day of the shooting.
I was on the ground, hurt, yeah.
Were your eyes open or closed?
I closed them.
And why did you close your eyes?
Because I wanted him to think that I was dead.
Sadly, all of Reyes' students were killed in that shooting. The News 5 team's Jordan Elder has been covering this tragedy since it unfolded. She joins us now with details on the legal strategies that are starting to emerge on both sides of this trial.
The defense's line of questioning Monday centered around tactics. Would it have been a death trap for Adrian Gonzales to enter Robb Elementary before forming a plan?
So bad tactics would be expecting an officer to get close to a wall, right, and to make that turn from that cover position.
That could be considered bad day, yes, sir.
The defense is consistently bringing up this idea of a fatal funnel, which is where an officer is vulnerable or could be targeted. In this case, it could be a place like a hallway where you're left very open. They say this is a big deal when it comes to tactics. Attorney Nico LaHood telling Texas Ranger Scott Swick that there were 3 other officers on scene before the shooter entered the school, one with a long rifle.
You know now what happened. You know that that animal shot at children and shot at police officers.
Correct.
And that animal is no longer on this earth.
Correct.
And Adrian Gonzales is not that person who did all that horror that we saw on those terrible pictures, right?
Adrian is not Salvador.
That's an argument we've seen them make almost every day so far. Is the shooter responsible for this, or is Adrian Gonzales? The prosecution trying to prove that officers should have gone in quickly.
So you would make a move one way or another?
I would like to think I would, yes, sir.
You wouldn't stay?
I don't believe I would, no, sir.
You wouldn't wait for cover?
I would not in that scenario.
Wait for other officers to arrive?
No, sir.
That same line of questioning also used on Texas Ranger Terry Snyder earlier in the day.
When you hear the shooting as a police officer, you have to find where the shooting's coming from.
Correct.
And is that something you can just take your time to do, or is it an immediate action?
You make a tactical approach to where the shootings occurred.
And is that a direct requirement?
Yes.
That tidbit about other officers being on scene so early will likely come up again. The question being who had the best access to stop the shooter and who did or did not make the move to stop him. Jordan Elder.